What? I loved you? Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Richard with Everlasting Gaming, and welcome back to Her Lie I Tried to Believe. Things keep getting worse. We went from being innocent little school children to crazy obsessed hormonal high schoolers that just stare at each other and want to do such gross and nasty things once we get drunk. This is getting crazy. I want to see how this ends. I know you want to see how this ends. So let's just keep on going and just keep on going. I had wished to never see her again. And for the better part of 2 years, it turned out pretty much that way. I might have glanced at someone with similar features once or twice during that time, but I simply avoided coming closer to that particular person in order to escape the chance of an encounter. I had graduated from college and was now working for a company for less than a year. I diligently focused my work the same way I did during my time at school. Even though I didn't have any ambition, the way I did my work mechanically, like a machine, was something to be proud of, supposedly. Oh, that's depressing. At least that's how my paycheck saw the whole thing. We can all relate to that at one point or another in our lives. My life seemed to have been pretty much set in stone by then. I even finally found a girlfriend who could deal with my boring self, and my even more boring life. So I had someone to fuck a couple times during the week to eventually evacuate my stress. That is gross. I didn't love her. I think she knew it. Did she simply turn a blind eye, or was she too using me for her own interests? It doesn't really matter. I don't think she loved me either. Not that I think I would love myself, even if I was forced to. That was a pretty lounge. It was night like many others. That particular client loved to meet in a peculiar environment, even if it was only to speak business. Not that he was the only one with such special requests, and to be honest, it didn't bother me all that much. It was the third time maybe that I would come to this place. Normally we would meet on a Tuesday, but because of some unforeseen circumstances or inconveniences, he decided that we should meet on the following Thursday instead. It was a place that could be attributed to the category of adult entertainment, and this game just keeps getting better and better. Sarcasm, man. Sarcasm. I'm getting uncomfortable and I'm feeling dirty again. Yet it wasn't the traditional strip club like most men would think of when hearing the term adult entertainment. I do want to say, though, I like these little flower candle things. I want them in my life. No, it was a place more classy. But don't misunderstand, alright? The theme around this whole establishment was very much sex indeed. So everyone knows, in case you were wondering, this is all about sex. In this particular club, anyway. I don't know, I'm just trying to reflect what this guy's saying. But instead of the term prostitute, the woman would bear the name of hostess, and instead of dancing nude around a pole indecently, they would simply serve drinks and food to the clients, all the while sitting around the table to fake interest on the client's pathetic life. Some people might probably wonder why such a business would be categorized as something similar to a strip club, but what you need to understand here is that every woman serving in that particular establishment can be bought for the night. That's not cool, man. People are not property. The only thing is, you need to pay the high price, alright. Those women are high-quality prostitutes, after all. Wow. So I was with the man, speaking of everything except meaningful topics, until the hostess came in. She started asking if we needed anything to drink, and became agitated in the middle of her speech all of a sudden. Probably because she finally understood with whom she was dealing with. Because obviously, it was her. Oh, no way. Seriously? Cassandra's working in a strip club. Dude. What happened, honey? She was there in front of me. Those eyes, the smile. I could hardly believe it. She was as beautiful as ever. And with what she was wearing, a tight, sensual black dress, it was hard not to think of anything else but sex when looking at her. Here I go again with my hormones. Those dark urges that made their apparitions 2 years ago, the vulgar and evil passion which had driven my mind completely wild back then, everything I felt on that single night was rekindled instantly. The woman I thought might have been a virgin 2 years ago was working as a prostitute. For how long had she been doing this? Again, she made a fool out of me. I fought those urges the best I could that night, thinking how wrong it would be to subject those evil intentions on such a pure and delicate woman, when in reality, she was stained since the very beginning. She probably even wanted the damn thing, forcing me to pay after the fact probably. Wow, I'm full of myself. How sly of her. How fucking sly of her. Looking down on me like that. Fucking bitch. This time. Oh no. Oh no, this time what? No, this time. Another time, next time, tomorrow, but not today. Don't do it. Don't do it, Tim. Oh, you guys. Oh no, this is getting dark. Okay, discretion kitties. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but if it gets crazy, I apologize. We're in a bed, she looks scared and blushy, and the music just got ominous again. Can't we speak for a bit? She said, extremely tense. It was now a full hour after meeting her at the bar. I had chatted with her for a bit, not hiding my complete disinterest in what she was saying, only looking at her body in complete lust. Oh my god. Dirty! I didn't say anything about her profession. Perhaps she thought I was mindful or something. Well, I betrayed that thought all right. I simply said to her, let's finish the night at the hotel. And that's where we are now. We've literally just taken the first steps into the room, and I've already ordered her to take off her clothes. We've just arrived, she pointed out. We should drink some wine to loosen up the mood, don't you think? She's trying to stall. She's worried. I really hope she bonks me in the face with a rock or something, because I feel awkward, seriously. I don't believe this. This cunt has been spreading her leg for dirty old men for God knows how long, yet she's reluctant to the idea of dressing in front of me? How long is she gonna insult me like this? I don't give a shit about your opinion on the matter. Man. But... She interjects. I said to fucking undress already. Isn't that fucking clear to you? Man. I have problems in this game. Dude. I start shouting frantically. She just shaked in complete fear. Now I feel terrible. We're both standing in front of one another with only 4 feet spreading us apart. She's visibly agitated by my sudden behavior. Thankfully enough, the exit is behind me, so she can't escape easily. Yeah, this is getting a little crazy here. She does as I ask, and she's visibly pained by the fact that while I look at every movement with those ever so filthy eyes of mine, I'm so absorbed by her that I almost forget how to breathe. Oh god. Okay. If we get more nudity than this, I'm gonna have to censor, but I guess we're gonna see. Oh, what's this? Is this supposed to be your cute side or something? How disgusting. To my surprise, she's not wearing a G-string. She's wearing ordinary panties with some ridiculous motifs on it. Some kind of running shoes or something. Yeah. I wear it because, well, you don't like it? I sneer exaggeratedly at the answer to her question. Her eyes fell down in frustration. If she drops her hand, I have to censor this. Hopefully she doesn't. We'll see. I start enjoying myself. Humiliating her might very well be what I need to finally cope with myself. Oh my god. You guys, I feel so uncomfortable right now. But while those pleasant thoughts start to take form inside of my mind, I finally realize something. She took off her panties, alright, but what is she? Hey, what the fuck are you doing? She stares at the ground shyly. I just... Stop hiding yourself like that. I want to see every little detail of those slutty body of yours. Aren't you supposed to be proud of it? Showing it to every loser you meet for just a few bucks? She was both hiding her breast and her crotch with her arms and hands as though she was undressing in front of a man for the very first time. How long is she going to mock me like this? I don't want it this way. Not while you don't... Huh? I walk up to her, enraged. She's crying, dude. This is not good. Is she telling me she can't do it with me? That even though she's literally selling her body in shame every single day, she can still refuse me of all people? How fucking insulting. And I was even trying to keep a minimum of respect. How? How are you showing any type of respect? But now, here we go, folks. Oh, man. I pushed her hard on the bed. She fell onto it without any means of fighting back. But even as she's lying on top of the bed, completely defenseless, she still tries her best to hide herself away from me. As if I was the most disgusting and vile monster she ever saw. He is to me, right now, and I'm sure to all of you, this guy is insane. Enough. I climbed the bed without showing any restraint. The fact that she still hasn't cried for help surprises me immensely, as I, without a shred of doubt, must look extremely terrifying right now. Yeah, I'm glad I can't see her face, dude. In no time at all, I'm on top of her, desperately trying to force her arms up on top of her head in order to pin down her movements. I finally achieved my end without too much difficulty, the moment I remembered that delicacy was not in the dictionary of the monster she thought of me. It's no one's fault except her own. She made me who I am. Let me remind you guys that she did not actually do anything to us. Nothing direct. It's always been us this entire time. That's the crazy part. I cannot be helped. It cannot be helped. She should be asking for forgiveness. If she had laughed at me for all these years, the situation would never have come into existence. Something inside of me was shouting those things to me, encouraging me in going further. At last, with her arms out of the way, I could finally take one good look at her body. No need to explain that at that very moment, my dick was already at its limit and ready to explode. It was hot as fire, waiting with great apprehension for the moment when I could finally thrust myself into her ferociously. My eyes licked her all the way from the bottom to the top. Those long and delicate legs, that perfectly shaped that, her slender arms and stomach, those huge and pale breasts, and then her face. Her face without that smile. Her face, which is bright red, contorted in a sorrowful expression. She was crying. Well, for that she was. But those were not tears out of fearing for her life. She didn't ask me to let go of her, or to at least be gentle with her. She was just silently crying, as if she had given up. She wasn't scared at all of me. She was disappointed. Oh, please stop. Seriously. Of me, of her, of the situation, I have no idea. Why was I even trying to understand anyway? By that point, I had stopped myself for what reason, I don't know. Her behavior was hypnotizing me. I don't know what to think of it. Isn't it what I was wishing for? It was my fantasy, wasn't it? To take away this smile of hers? This happiness? But now I realize there was never any happiness in that smile to begin with. Our eyes met. Those big brown eyes full of distress. I could drown myself inside them right there and then at how tearful they were. They were passionate, and they held a darkness darker than my own. I highly doubt that, buddy. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys gotta endure this insanity with me. This is crazy. I never thought from where we started then to where we are now would get this dark. Noticing my slight hesitation, she took an opportunity to mutter out something. Something faint. Something almost inaudible. Something incredible. What? I loved you? I always loved you? She loved us this entire time, and we've been treating her like garbage. Our person is literally the worst person in the entire world. What the fuck is this cunt babbling about? Yet, though I didn't want to hear her bullshit, she kept on opening her mouth and closing it as though she was saving excuse me, intelligible things. I wanted to at least say it to you. I want you to know how I feel. I know how much you hate me. I had a feeling one of them liked each other in the beginning, and I was too stupid to realize it. My character was too stupid to realize it. It's ridiculous. I know how much you hate me. It's so easy to see. But I absolutely needed to get this off my chest. Now I'm ready. Please just stop looking so sad like that. You don't need to get out of your way to make me understand. You don't need to act anymore. She wasn't scared at all. I was nothing to her. Those eyes were telling me this. I started laughing dryly like a maniac. She continuously harassed me, even in this situation. She saw through me with ease. I was never a match for her. I let go of her dully, got off the bed slowly, and turned away from her, completely defeated. Still, I was laughing like a broken record. I was laughing. I tried to speak, but I guess I'm not totally prepared for it yet. I take another breath and try another time. Get out. There's no use anymore. All I ever want of her is for her to feel as hopeless as I do. Now that I've noticed that her hopelessness was greater than even my own, there was no point in doing this anymore. There was nothing left for me to take away from her anymore. There was never anything for me to take away from her in the first place. How fucking pathetic. I don't wanna. Oh man. Go, woman, please. Tim is crazy. You're better off with a wonderful man who loves you. She said with decisiveness. I didn't see her. I didn't have the courage to look at her anymore. But I knew what kind of face she was making. Get out, you fucking bitch. To that, she hugged me from behind. It was an awkward hug, something normally only an experienced teenage boy would uncomfortably do to his first girlfriend. Yet I felt her strength, her determination. How irritating. I am so crazy. I turn around violently. I take her perfect visage roughly in my left hand, put strength on my own hold, push her on the wall beside us, all the while making sure she feels the pain with every motion I make. Don't you understand? If you stay here, I'll break you. My face was extremely close to hers. I could literally have eaten her up right that instant. Yet she didn't flinch. She didn't look away from my fully dilated lips. I wonder if I'm on drugs or something. She didn't show any sign of pain, even though she was definitely feeling quite some. She was now showing me her true self for the first time in all those years. And at that very moment, that's exactly what I want you to do. What? I noticed that out of both of us, I was the one who was really frightened. Okay. Chapter 4, the explanation I didn't need. What does that mean? Does that mean that she wants me to be this crazy sadist pain dude, or what's going on? All right. I think this is as good of a place to stop as any. Holy shitballs, you guys. This has gotten so dark and so crazy. I'm sorry if this offended anybody. In no way, shape, or form do I condone anyone treating anyone like Tim is treating her. It's not right. But we have to see how this story ends. That's why we're here, right? We can't stop now. All right, well, this has been interesting for sure. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what she's hiding. What's her big secret? What did she mean when she said that? What do you guys think? Do you think from the very beginning she wanted me to be this crazy maniac? Do you think it's just her, just having a breakdown? I don't know. What do you guys think? I want you guys to tell me in the comments below. You guys, we always have some crazy adventures, and this is just one of those darker ones. We're going to finish it together. All right, you guys. If you guys like new and exciting videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell below so you get notified every time I post. All right, you guys. It's been fun. It's always fun. I'm Richard with Everlasting Gaming, and as always, have a good day.